everybody, it's Carson, and today I'm going to be doing a video for you on my favorite products that I use strictly in the summertime. I thought this would be really helpful because once this transition into summer starts happening, my hair, my skin, everything just gets super dry, so I totally have to change up my routine and use new products. So I thought that I would show you the products that I use, and then I will also mention different kinds of properties, I guess you could say, to look for in different products if you have dry skin and oily skin, and then I'll link the specific products that I recommend down below. So on that note, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with skin products I use. So my favorite thing in the summer is this mist. It is the Yes to Grapefruit Pore Perfection Toning Mist. It is a toner, so it helps balance your skin tone, prevent pimples, and will hydrate your skin. So what I use this after I wash my face, and if my makeup starts to look a little bit too powdery or anything, I just spritz it like, I'll show you how. A little demo. Sorry, I make a really funny face when I do this. Oh wait, it's locked. Sorry. So I just spritz it on my face. It's really hydrating. At first it looks super oily, and then your skin will absorb some of it, and it'll look just really nice and dewy. That's my day. Sticking with skincare, a really important part of my routine is sunscreen. I always wear a lot of sunscreen because I don't want any sun damage on my skin. So my favorite is the CeraVe sunscreen. It is a zinc sunscreen. So there are two kinds of sunscreen, chemical and physical. This is a chemical sunscreen, meaning it won't absorb any sun rays, and a physical will absorb some sun rays but still protect your skin. It just has a higher chance of sun damage on your skin. So I like to protect my face as much as I can. So this has zinc. Zinc is a huge ingredient to look for in sunscreen if you want a chemical sunscreen. So I always just mix this with any kind of moisturizing product because it's really, really drying. But I love this in the summer because it just keeps my face completely covered and I don't have to worry about anything. Another great product that you can use to reapply throughout the day is the Color Science Sun Forgettable Water Resistant Powder Sunscreen. This also has zinc in it, but it's just a powder. So you open it up, push this down, there's a little powder here, and the powder will come through the brush, and you just brush it onto your face like so, and then your skin is protected. So I love to put this on over top of the other sunscreen in the morning to neutralize any of the white finish I might get. And then I just throw this in my backpack and I'll reapply it throughout the day. And in summer, I'll just throw it in my purse. Like I said, my skin gets really dry in the summer. So I love using the Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream. It's for dry, sensitive skin. So it's just this little pot kind of thing, and it has, like, you scoop it out. It's really moisturizing and it's not scented. So if you're like moisturizing in the middle of the day, if you shower in the middle of the day, and you walk out and then you put perfume on, you don't smell like a big ball of just odors. So it's really nice. Sorry. Like I said, I have really dry skin. So this also, or sensitive skin. I have dry and sensitive skin. My skin, like Bath & Body Works, sometimes their creams can give me like hives. So this is really great because it does not affect my skin in any negative way. Okay, last moisturizing product would be the Burt's Bees Pink Grapefruit Moisturizing Lip Balm. First, it smells amazing. Second, I just think it's a really great moisturizing chapstick. Like, I love the EOS ones, and those have a lot of hype around them. But honestly, I feel like they only moisturize my lips for like 10 to 20 minutes, and then the moisture's gone and I have to reapply. And also, they're just not that, they're really cute, but they're not like face sufficient. So I really like this, and I feel like this goes deeper than just the outer layer of my lips, so they feel really moisturized, and it's awesome. Whoa. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to makeup, and this is where I'll have to give dry skin, oily skin products. So eyeshadow. I think this is a really universal thing. Like, you don't necessarily have to have a certain skin type to get different eyeshadows. So my favorite eyeshadow palette in the summer is the Too Faced Sweet Peach. Just because it's so versatile. I already did a tutorial with this. I love it. There's some great light summer colors, and you can go really dark and make some of the colors an eyeliner. So I think it's a great versatile palette For highlighter, I love Becca Champagne Pop. As you can tell, it's like the only highlighter I ever use. It's so gorgeous. It's just the perfect kind of peachy summer shade. And I love the consistency. So once again, for if you have oily skin, a powder is great because a powder it'll absorb some moisture. Don't use a liquid product. But if you have dry skin, the powder will crease most likely. So I would use a liquid highlighter. There's some at the drugstore. There's definitely some great ones on the high-end side as well. Blush. My favorite blush is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Blush in the shade 20 Vibrant. It's just a super pretty shade. It has a tiny bit of shimmer in it, so it makes me look really glowy. And I also recommend this blush for other people with dry skin. But if you have chronically dry skin, because my skin is more dry to normal, I recommend, once again, a cream product that'll just hydrate your skin and make you look a lot more hydrated, I guess. And also a shimmering product will do exactly the same thing. You'll look really hydrated. If you have oily skin, use a powder blush. Try and keep it matte in case any of your oil ends up coming through, so that way there's not like a ridiculous amount of shimmer and then shine and you just look like a mess. For lips, I really like the CoverGirl Smoochies. This one is just this great little pink shade. I love the packaging, how it looks like a watermelon, so summer. And this is hashtag Kiss and Tell, also number 575. I have this on my lips right now. It's basically a tinted chapstick, which I love. So you put it on and it's a little, like, doing this without a mirror. I hope it looks okay. So as you can see, it just leaves a nice kind of sheer pink color and it has some shimmer. So it looks great and healthy. And yeah, so you get the moisturizing side and you get the color, the pigment. Next is a brow product. I don't think anyone really has oily brows. In the summer, I love to use just a brow gel, because if you've seen on Instagram, a lot of people like fill in their eyebrows like mimicking the stroke of a hair, which just seems really tedious and difficult to me. So I think a gel is definitely the way to go in the summer if you already have a lot of brow shape. I understand if some people have really sparse brows and they need to kind of create an eyebrow to work with, but if you already have some eyebrow shape, I recommend a gel. This is the Rimmel Brow This Way one. True Blend Fix Stick in the shade Fair. So one thing I do wish they had was a little bit more shade options, and it kind of smells like a Creme, which kind of scares me just a little bit. But if you use a damp sponge or just even a damp brush, this goes on really nice. You just kind of like an airbrushed, glowy finish. So I totally recommend this rather than putting something all over your skin if you only need to cancel out redness in a few places. So if you have oily skin, yeah, I recommend using a powder to go all over your face. Just powder it lightly. And if you have dry skin, I recommend either adding oil. If you're using, I would use liquid foundation. I would add an oil to it if it's kind of drying on you. Or I would add, or just like buy a liquid foundation that has a dewy finish. Or I would buy a primer that is glowy. So when you put it on and then you put your foundation over it, you'll look really glowy. For dry skin, a great concealer, I would use a great liquid concealer. And if you have oily skin, I actually recommend a stick because this is a little bit drying on me, so I have to make sure I really moisturize under my eyes before applying it. So I would rather have a liquid than this. I just feel like this is better, easier to use. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to look in the description box for all the links to the products I recommend for you. And I really hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and see you next time. Bye!